is different for men and women. So it's like career progress for men and career progress for women, are they different? All right. So on the surface, the idea on the surface, it's more like saying no, they shouldn't be different. Men and women should be progressing at the same time. Blah blah blah. There is even this notion of what a man can do, a woman can do it better, right? All these talks, all these talks, right? They are good, but again, let's look at biology. All right, let's look at biology. So it's like on the psychological aspect, on the talk angle, like men and women are the same, should be treated equally. Sorry, that's not the what I'm talking about here. Men and women are the same, there shouldn't be any difference, blah 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 blah. All this keeps going on until what? Reality hits. What reality am I talking about? Pregnancy. Then that's when you realize that not just pregnancy, motherhood, right? Motherhood, we start with pregnancy most of the time, hits, and then you realize that as a woman, your life is different. All right. And I'm making this video because I'm a good example of someone who will feel like, no, a man and a woman, don't worry, we can get all things done. That's not like that thought is still correct, but if you think about it deeply, I did not understand how my life was so different from the life of a man. How my life as a woman, my career progression as a woman is so different from that of a man, right? And now that I know, I have come to view things differently, and I'm making like choices I'm making now are a bit modified from the choices I would have made before. So I'm making this video with that mindset that there is somebody who is listening to me right now, watching this video, who still has that mindset that, hey, don't worry, I can get everything done. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, it doesn't matter. You don't have anything to worry about. Just go on with life. You know that's not necessarily the reality. So as I was saying, when pregnancy hits, for example, you now realize that yes, let's say you and your spouse, right, man and woman, both of you are pregnant. That's how it's said. This couple, they are pregnant, but what happens? You are the one as a woman who is pregnant, which means the body discomfort, the inability to sleep as pregnancy. Oh, I'm jumping. The hunger, the dehydration, the vitamins that you need, the medications that you may need, all of this you are going through. Yes, your spouse can support you, your spouse can help you, your spouse can be there for you, but guess what? Your spouse cannot be you. So you see what I'm saying? Your spouse can help you be there, do this, do that, but your spouse cannot be you. Your spouse is you. If you are pregnant, your spouse is not pregnant. Do you get the point? Like reality. Yes, we say you are both pregnant. Of course, their own life too is going to get altered. That's not what this video is about. But I'm just trying to say that as a woman, when pregnancy hits, right? Your life get altered, and there are many things that are happening. Let's say, for example, a man and a woman, both of you are pregnant. Like a woman is pregnant, right? But you have a spouse. Why you may just be there? Maybe you are hospitalized. Your husband can still go to work and come back, right? Or your partner can still go to work and come back, but you may not be able to leave the hospital to go do something. I'm just giving an example, right? Then you come to childbirth. Yes, your spouse is going to be there to support you. Oh my God, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Push, blah blah blah. But you are the one who is going through hell, like really hell. Of course, your spouse is going through his or her own hell too, right? Like your spouse is going through their own hell, but that is not the hell we are talking about. We are talking about that hell of childbirth, whether you're going through surgery. Even when you go through surgery, you are recovering, right? You have a newborn, and you just had surgery, and like people just treat you like you a bag. You know how you bring out important thing from a bag and you can drop the bag anywhere, right? That kind of a thing. not like the Versace or kind of bag, like a regular plastic bag, right? So the point is this: you end up going through a lot that no matter how we can be nice about it, a man will not go through. Your life is different. Then you go to the maternity leave time, right? Which is after the childbirth. So you may even have this idea that you and your spouse, you are going to take care of the child equally, right? You change diaper, I change diaper. Good. Until you realize that your child has to be breastfed and your husband does not have breast to give the baby. Do you get the point? Even if you have to do, let's say you want to use breast pump to pump breast milk, it is still you who have to do the work. So it is not so easy for you to just return to work immediately, right? The point is this: man and woman look exactly the same until motherhood sets in. Then you realize that as a woman, your life is different. Your life is different. So for me, I think that motherhood is the core differentiating factor between a man and a woman. So prior to motherhood, a man and a woman can be progressing at the same rate. But when motherhood hits in, it is a time where you either go down or perhaps you rise. There are two options. You go down and you rise. So it's like a man is in his career, right? Children come, but he's still in his career. He keep going, right? The normal trend he's supposed to go. But as a woman, you're in your career, pregnancy comes or motherhood setting. You either go down or you go up. So if you think, oh, I have my career, motherhood is going to come, I'm going to continue going the way I've been going, just like a man, you're going to fall, you're going to go down. It won't work. So you're either going to go down or you're going to go up. Those are the two options that you have. But most importantly, understand that as a woman, your life is different from uh, your life is different from the life of a man. Your life is different. And motherhood is what makes that difference. So, especially if you're listening to me right now and you've not given birth yet, you may be like, yeah, I even got married, my life did not change. Wait for it, wait for motherhood. And if you're a young lady, you are not even married, listen to me right now, right? Listen properly because this video is for you as well. Okay? The point is, don't kid yourself, you're different. As a woman, you're different. And that necessitates that you have to make different choices from what a man will do. So a man can be like, okay, I'll be going, my wife is pregnant, yeah, my wife has given birth, he continues his work. But you, before you know it, you're unable to work. Even sometimes when you are able to work, have you heard of, okay, there's something called mom's brain. I just have to assume that you are listening to me now, you're not a mom yet, right? There's something called mom's brain. Sometimes, like during the first trimester, when I was pregnant, during the first trimester, I love reading books. Okay, I couldn't understand what I was reading. Like I could read the words, but I couldn't understand what I was reading. Right? Of course, later on, I figured out that there were some vitamins that could help, like the vitamin B and all of that that could help. I started taking those vitamins, and cases like it improved, right? But my point is that for majority of people, they may not even discover those solutions, and it's like you have your brain, but you can't think properly. You are being forgetful and all of these things, right? How does that affect your work? Sometimes you even think you're at your best, but when you do something, your employer may just be like, "Hey, what has happened?" And remember, sometimes that employer is even a man, so he does not even have an experience of what you're going through. And it's like it's not his fault that he has not been a mom before, right? He can never be a mom, so or go through pregnancy, right? Yes, he can be a dad, he can be a parent. That's different from what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the motherhood journey, right? So before you know it, maybe you're not performing at your peak. Sometimes it comes with demotion, which means you are demoted, but sometimes it can come with stagnation, which means nobody is promoting you again because you're not pulling your weight as you should, right? So you, as a woman, you are different, but the point is that you have if you deny it, if you say, oh no, I'm not different, life is the same for everybody, man and woman, life is the same, you're going to make the mistake of not preparing. The essence of understanding that you are different, accepting it, is so that you can prepare adequately. It's not for complaining purposes. Yeah, man and women are different, so what? It's not for complaining purposes. It's for so that you can prepare adequately. All right. And I've already mentioned that something that makes it different is pregnancy. Right. Another one is breastfeeding. These are things that no matter how supportive your spouse is, they're not likely to help you with those things. Right. So now, another thing to think about is that as a woman, you don't just go, for example, through childbirth once. Well, some people do, but for a lot of women, they give birth multiple times. So that means you go through pregnancy like 10 months plus few months after the baby is born. Like I'm talking about like the heat of the matter. But before you know it, before that baby is 2 years old, I'm talking about for majority because a lot of women even take in six after their first baby, like the most recent baby is like 6 months, they've taken in already, right? But let's say before you know it, 2 years later, you are pregnant with another child, and you just finished like a year or two ago, you just finished interrupting your career, right? Now you are pregnant again. Before you know it, you are pregnant again. So it, like the point is that the motherhood process, I mean the heat of it, yes, you give birth and the motherhood continues. Quite alright. But that idea of pregnancy, childbearing, taking care of a newborn and all of this, many women go through it multiple times in their life. And what happens is that this causes tremendous career interruption. Whether you own your own business or you work for someone or you're a freelancer, pregnancy will still cause career interruption in some degree. This is why you now see that maybe when people are like 40, 45, it's as if a lot of the women start lagging behind their male counterparts. Even people who were classmates or like people you grew up together. People started your career together, you start lagging behind. It's because of this whole motherhood process. Now, how do you prepare? All right, how do you prepare? What one of the ways you prepare is through income diversification, right? Through income diversification, I will explain. Income diversification means that your work is not your only source of income. Specifically, I'm talking about income diversification through investments. By investing, right? And now, specifically, I'm talking about by investing in stocks. Because sometimes when you say investing, right, some people will do things that they still call investment, but it still require them to be working. Let me give you an example. You see somebody that will be like, oh, I have a property or a house that I put on Airbnb. People check in, I wash the bed sheet, clean everywhere, check the next guest in. Even though you call this investment, it is still like a job. Do you get the point? It will not cut it. So you need investments that even when you are unable to work, those investments can continue to work on your behalf, can continue to bring in income as a woman. So it's like trying to say, the summary of what I'm saying here is that everybody deserves to have income diversification. But for a woman, it is compulsory. Because if you are going through motherhood or you hope to go through motherhood, there is a likelihood that income interruption is going to come from, like, your work could get interrupted, you could get sacked because you're no longer performing, you could be bumped down to part-time, you may even choose to go to part-time because it's like full-time is not working for you. Do you get the point? You need to have investment income. And I keep saying that work income or business income cannot replace investment income for women. So, yes, you're a human being as a woman. A man is also a human being. We're all human beings. But you have to understand that the career progression for men versus the career progression for women are different. And the major differentiator is motherhood, specifically pregnancy and caring for a newborn stage. And for a lot of women, we get to do it multiple times in our career journey. So and that takes a huge chunk out of your career defining periods. So you should prepare. And how do you prepare? Diversify your income by investing in stocks. That's how you prepare. When I'm saying this, and somebody can be like, but it doesn't happen to everybody now. That's not the point. The point is that you cannot determine whether it will happen to you or not until it has happened. Like, you can't say this woman, when she's pregnant, she will go through stress. This one will not. You can't make those, you can't predict adequately. Even for people who have already given birth before, they will often tell you that every pregnancy is different. So even if your first pregnancy went well, you don't know what will happen with your second pregnancy. Even if your first and second pregnancy went well, you don't know what will happen with your third pregnancy until it has happened. And you don't want to start doing preparation when the problem has already arrived, right? So it is wiser. We all agree that it is wiser to prepare ahead of time. We all agree that it is wiser to make hay while the sun shines. We all agree with that, right? Me and you, we agree with that, right? So, a woman and a man, we are both human beings, but we are different. It's not a form of insult, it's not a form of complaining, but it is something, is a truth that you have to accept so that you can prepare adequately. How do you prepare? Diversify your income by investing. Preferably, diversify your income by investing in stocks, because that will allow you to be making money without needing you to be working every time. Because some things called investment are not investments, they are just another form of work, another form of self-employment, e.g., real estate related investments, right? If you're a landlord, if you've been a landlord before, you know that you know what I'm saying. So if you're not a landlord, listen very well. So if you're a landlord, before you know it, your tenant will call you. Think about, if you're not a landlord, right? Think about where you live now, or where you used to live. How many times does the landlord come around? And what happens is that if you're too busy for the tenant, they will move out. So there are lots of, or I'll give you an example. So let me tell you why stock is the ideal investment for women. For example, it is a very passive income type of investment. It's a very passive income type of investment, right? That's one. Which means that it can keep working for you even when you're not touching it. All right. But number two, even if you have to take a look at your stock or make some modification here and there, you can do it through your phone. So that means that while you're on the hospital bed lying down, you can check your stocks and get them sorted. You can't do that to your real estate. You can't do that to your Airbnb business. You can't do that to, let's say you're a graphic designer as a side hustle. You can't do that. Be designing while you're on the bed, right? Like, you can't do that. You never have the brain space to do so. So these are just some of the reasons why stock investing is very good for women. All right. And then another thing again is that stock investing can make it easier for you to keep your resources in a way that everybody's eye won't be going to it and asking you, bring it out, let's spend it. Right. There are many other reasons why stock investing is good for women. I'm still trying to remember the ones I can tell you now that relates to the topic that we're talking about. Diversify your income by investing in stocks. Hey, okay, I wanted to also mention that sometimes you will do some investment. Let's say you do angel investing, which requires you to put money in a startup or a new business. Like somebody tell you, I want to start a restaurant, so you give them money. The problem is that when you need that money, the money, yes, you own a part of the business, but the money may not be available for them to give to you. So the good thing about stock investing is that, let's say you have $100,000 invested, right? I'm just giving an example, or $10,000 invested, or $1 million invested, whatever the range is for you. But let's use 10,000 for example. Let's say you have $10,000 invested. If you need $5,000 from it, you can liquidate $5,000 and the rest remain, right? Meanwhile, for many investments, if you want to take a portion, you may not be able to take it And you may not be, even when you're able to take it, you may not be able to take it at the time you want to take it. You have invested in a startup, they'll be like, okay, we are not paying investors here. Look for somebody to buy your share of the company. Meanwhile, this is the time you need money. You may not be able to find the person at that point. So they could say they are not liquid. Or you have a, let's say you have a land or you have a house you want to sell, people may not be buying. But with stock investment, if you want to sell your stocks today, you can get them sold today and recoup a portion of your investment. So you can liquidate, you can do partial liquidation, that's selling a portion of your investment to get the money you need. And you can do it snap of finger. Like somebody can literally say, send me money, and you say, wait, and you sell a stock and send the person the money. Is that fast? Right? Because what you don't want, what is worse than not having investment, is having investment you cannot use when you really need them. Above all, the career progression for a man is different from the career progression for a woman. As a woman, accept these facts and plan adequately by diversifying your income, specifically by investing in stocks. All right? By investing in stocks. Stocks as an investment is very good for women because of the several advantages I've listed here. So, if you're looking to learn more about stock investing, you can go to my website, www.investonomy.com. I'll add the link to the description of this video. You can go to the website. We have a book that we're giving out right now to educate people about, you know, stock investing, the step-by-step process you need to take to start investing in stocks profitably within the next month. All right. So go to our website. You're going to see how to download, how to get a free copy of that my book. Where's the book? This is it. So this book, Stock Market Mama, I have written it for women. All right, and we're giving it out. We're giving digital copies of it out on my website, www.investonomy.com. All right. However, Stock Market Mama, you can still buy it directly into the hard copy, and it will be shipped to you, to be shipped to your doorstep on Amazon or through Amazon. You get the point? Yeah. So go to my website, download that book, read it. Above all, we also have free webinars that you can attend if you want to learn more about investing in stocks. As a woman, know this: work income or business income cannot replace investment income. The earlier you start investing, the better for you. So that when push comes to shove, your income, your work income or business income is interrupted, your investment income can continue to provide you with financial security, so that bad things don't happen to you, so that you can have financial peace of mind, so that if you want to go on and give birth to children, you can give birth to them in peace. All right. Okay, my name is Dr. Linda Pajuel. I'm the author of Stock Market Mama. I hope you enjoy it when you read it. You will love it. Getting many testimonials. People love it. Easy to read. When you're reading, people have said that they get hooked to the book until it is finished. I doubt you have a different experience. All right. So go get the book, read it, and take it up from there. It has step-by-step actions that you can take to diversify your income by investing in stocks. All right. Okay, taking care of you.